Now, welcome back and thank you for staying with us. We're talking education now. Study Now is a global education consultancy headquartered in London, UK. Now, they offer expert consultation to potential students from different backgrounds to help them achieve their goal of studying abroad. They partner with a large number of accredited universities in the UK, USA, Canada, and Europe. They are meticulous in admissions planning and execution processes from consultation to university and visa application. Now, we have three interesting people to talk about education and all that we have today on the show. In the middle, I have Professor Robert Mortimer, who is the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Research and International for York
University.
For York St. John University. It is great to have you. Welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Of course, Roosevelt, who says that you only have to meet only one Roosevelt in your life, or you would only meet one Roosevelt. Roosevelt Abbey, of course, is the head of recruitment. Yes, it is great to have you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And then, of course, we have Awab Abdel Fattah, Director at Study Now.
Yeah.
We got that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so that's quite a lot. It's great to have you. You're welcome. What are you doing in Nigeria at the moment?
At the moment, obviously, like you've just said, that we are an education consultancy company headquartered in London, but we also have branches here in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. We've been here for about 5 years, I'd say. But yeah, we're just excited to kind of tell everyone about our Study Now fair that's coming up tomorrow, called the Study Now Xperience, and we can go into more detail probably later on down the line, I'd say. But most of it is just based on international recruitment, obviously helping students from Nigeria to seek education around the world, not just obviously the UK, etc. But of course, today we're speaking about specifically York St. John and how close of a relationship we have with them as well.
All right, so now York St. John is one of the universities that you, of course, partner with. What are the services? What would the students see when they come tomorrow? What are we expecting to hear from them? What are they expecting to get from the fair?
The main things that obviously is based on information, right? The more information that students can kind of gather from us, the more that they can go back and make decisions more clearly, I'd say. It's just about giving the right information to the students, because there can be obviously rumours or contradicting messages that can go around the whole of Nigeria, but it's just clarifying certain things for students, making sure that they're going through the right process and giving them the right information to make the right decision at the end. And that can be obviously York St. John if they are interested, of course, but it's just giving them the right information, I'd say, is the main thing.
Professor Robert, now York St. John doesn't just get you into school. You also offer opportunities for internships, placements after school and all of that. Can you tell us a bit about that? How do you go about all of that?
Yeah, it's really important that students who study with us have an opportunity to get the best job once they graduate. So we provide internships, we provide live briefs with companies, and a range of activities to make sure that they're getting real world experience whilst they're studying, whether they're studying at our main campus in York or our campus in London.
Oh, okay, wonderful. And there's also that support for people who will travel. Now, for a number of them, they might not have left the country. Is there any form of support? How do they get support when they are adapting to a new environment as such?
Yeah, there's a range of support. So we provide information before they arrive on what they need to do and how they need to settle, things like getting a bank account in the UK, things like where to live and the types of accommodation that are available. And then once they arrive, there's a whole range of support. So there's both social activities and sports and societies, and then there's student support services who will help them with any issues that they may have.
Roosevelt, that's where you also come in. You're like the middleman. You're the one that gets stuff done and all of that. How do you put all of this together? How do you bridge that particular gap between the students, or the incoming students, or the expected students, and of course the university?
So first thing I would like to say is, for me, I was an international student as well. So I left country really young. So I've actually been on this journey before. I know exactly what people feel when they're about to, leave their families, go overseas, try to find a better future, get education. So I use that experience also now to help students. So I come back here regularly. I attend events with Study Now, tell them about the university, because I do work for the university, and then I help them with their journey. Some of the events that Rob was just talking about, I organize them. We do pre-departure briefings. We help them with Study Now here, apply for visas when they arrive, where to apply for accommodation, where to live, Some people, if you're religious, you know, where do I worship? Because that's also a big thing. Can I go to church in the UK? Can I go to the mosque? You know, all these kind of things, these questions, we're there to help them and make sure they actually settle when they arrive.
Now, wonderful. Now, this is to all of you now. You're back here also helping, but there's that talk of the brain drain. You know, are we taking our best brains? Are they going to offer so much to other societies? But we also need them here. You're back here doing this.
Yeah.
How is it? How is it that when people go there, is it possible that can also get back to also help as you do? Is there any way that as a society in Nigeria that we can benefit from having our students go outside to study?
Yeah, I think the university's whole ethos is around social justice and social mobility. So for us, it's absolutely not about brain draining. It's about bringing students from around the world together to create a whole set of skills and a global network, get different perspectives, understand different cultures, and then go back to whichever country they've come from with those skills and experiences to really enhance their home countries and benefit their local economies.
Wonderful.
So we give students the opportunity to study and work in the UK while they're with us, but we absolutely want them to come back to Nigeria, etc.
Wonderful. Now, the fair tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Who is eligible to attend? Who is it open to?
It's open to everyone. We've never charged for the fairs. We never will charge for the fairs.
Okay. Do you have to register to be a part of it?
Yeah, you can, or you can just turn up. It's not like, we're just kind of keeping it open to the whole public, to be honest. We never charge for the fairs, we never will, and we don't charge the students as well for our services. So everything that we do is completely free. I know it sounds it sounds like it's a bit of a dream, but it's the truth. We don't, and obviously Yorks and John can tell you that we don't charge anything. We don't charge for the students, we don't charge for the fairs. Everything that we do is completely free. So yeah, everyone's able to attend. Parents, teachers, anyone, literally from all different dimensions or from...
Wonderful. And I like that, you know, they don't have to... Maybe can you tell us a little bit about the venue? Where is it holding? What time is it tomorrow?
It's at 4 Points Sheraton.
Okay.
They start at 9 a.m. We start at 9 a.m. and we finish around 4 p.m. But the earlier the better for people, because there is a lot going on. We've got seminars, we have workshops, we have CV kind of getting involved with the students, speaking to students and telling them how to write personal statements, CVs, giving them advice about how the processes are in the UK. And they get to meet people like Roosevelt and also Professor, he'll be there as well. So you'll get to meet the university representatives as well and ask them any questions that you have, anything that you're unsure about.
Tell me, Professor Rob, what makes York St. John, what makes it unique? How is it different from any other university out there?
It's like I said earlier, it's a university based on social justice and social mobility. So the ethos of the university is to look for injustices, tackle those injustices, and lead to real social impact, which is why it's not about brain drain, it's about producing brilliant graduates and come back to Nigeria and have a real impact.
Wonderful, wonderful. And then, you know, you mentioned that's a very major part is how they acclimatize also to the social life. It's not just about school. Like you mentioned, the religious and all of that. Is there any form, apart from getting them in, up until they leave, do you get them in and maybe they look at you and then, okay, yeah, we're done with our job, let's go? Or is it something that is continuous? Do they have support all through?
Yeah, there's continuous support. I always encourage students, when you arrive, please join a club or a society. You're automatically a member of the student union, so engage with the student union. Matter of fact, I think the president of the postgraduate student experience is actually a Nigerian. He won the election a couple of months ago, so he's president of the student union. So join the union, engage, and that's on. It's an organization, you know, developed for students and led by students as well. So, and then on the university side, we'll have ongoing support. We have academic support, students. We have in-sessional support as well. So students who might, you know, struggle with coursework or, you know, different teaching styles, we have support accordingly. And we have the well-being team as well, which is very important because people leave home. I don't think people really understand the effect to, you know, actually dropping your friends and family and just going to
going there.
Yeah, so we do have a well-being team that's there to constantly support the students.
Now there's a question
graduate as well.
a number of people always ask, and you know, some people are undecided. How do we do this? Maybe I have money to migrate, but how do I keep it up? Can I have a job while I am schooling? Are there scholarship opportunities? I'm undecided. what is that thing? Tell me something that will make me just take that final leap. Is there,
Yeah,
is
obviously
support in that kind of way?
there's information for we can give them information based on their budget, based on what they can afford, of course. We don't want someone to go into a certain situation or university that they can't afford to go to. So there is different options available for them. There's different types of scholarships available. Obviously, we can advise them where they can look for certain scholarships if they're looking at it. If they're looking at a scholarship side of things as well. And yeah, I know that obviously it is based on affordability, of course. So we understand that, and we're given the best kind of advice based on that as well. So if the UK isn't affordable for them, then we have other options.
Other options. Yes, wonderful. And that's one thing now. With what you do with the curriculum and all of that, is it a curriculum that students can, partake in and also work at York St. John? Specifically for you?
Any international student has the opportunity to work up to a certain amount of hours, 20 hours a week maximum, while they're in the UK. And we do provide some specific fairs for part-time employment to give students the opportunity to connect with potential employers to get that part-time work. But we work closely with the students to make sure that they've got the balance right as well.
Exactly,
really
that's
really
the
important that they study and they succeed in their degree.
That's the thing, because a number of people will say, hey, I go there, I want to school, but then maybe the money is good from work. Why don't I focus more on work? That balance, you help with that, right? Yeah,
so all students will have an academic tutor who will talk to them about that work-life balance and make sure that they're not doing too much.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And so tomorrow, let's just wrap up there. Tomorrow they are coming there to information. That's basically what we are giving, and it's free.
Everything's free.
It's free. Any final words?
Well, Rob is also is our PVC researcher at International. So I think Rob would have liked to maybe talk a little bit about some research opportunities.
Okay.
Just to say, I think that we're a really growing research university as well. So students have the opportunity to do research, whether it's their project or even perhaps with part-time employment as a research assistant after their degree or during their degree. So there's lots of opportunities to get involved in research as well. All
right. Thank you, Awab, Rob and Roosevelt. I wish you all the best. I love that it's not just a brain drain. Yeah, you're doing something I can come back and give to the country, and I wish you the best tomorrow.
Thank you.
And moving forward.
Thank you
so much for coming. All right. So that's it. Study now. That's what it's all about tomorrow. Of course, the fair will be there. If you need all the information, you just go out there. There's the website, right? Yeah, just...
UK, or you can check us out on Instagram, Study Now UK.
Okay.
Yeah, 4